Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we're looking at a little bit of pen mail that I got just in the mail this very day. I ordered this from Bobby Pens on eBay. It is the Kaco Edge fountain pen. I really just wanted to show this very quickly today, just to show it and a couple of other pens that are of interest. You know, it's a nice little plastic box, nothing fancy. It says designed by Chen Sen. Kaco. So yeah, I showed the Kaco Retro recently and I thought I'd like to try another pen from this brand. So I got this one, the Edge, and it's not too bad. Comes with 2 ink cartridges, one in the pen and one in the packaging there, as well as, I don't know if this comes normally, but Bobby threw in a K1 ink converter, which is always very handy, as I prefer to use these, but I have put one of the cartridges in there just for today for this writing sample. So I thought, yeah, let's have a look at this pen, because it's you know, it is what it is. And basic sort of plastic packaging there, and here is the pen. Now, it's called the metal clip fountain pen, and you can see why. It's got this sort of metal clip, which is absolutely horrible. You've got to really pinch it to get it up. It's very stiff. It acts as a beautiful roll stop, but not a lot else. It's, yeah, really quite an awful clip. But the body of the pen is actually interesting. It's obviously very much modelled off the Lamy 2000 here. You know, similar size, width, general sort of shape when you take the clip out of the equation. Same sort of brushed steel sort of clip. And that sort of brushed pattern on the material. This is Macrolon, I think. I'm sure this is, I don't really know what this is. It feels like plastic. The tolerances aren't as good on this pen as they are on the Lamy. You can barely see the seams on the Lamy. But you are paying a tiny amount for this pen. Obviously the nibs are different. It's got a sort of a nice little, you know, I think it's extra fine nib there. But you know, it is what it is, but they're obviously very similarly designed, with even with the little ears there for posting the pen. It's a bit of a shame, but anyway, it is what it is, and it doesn't write anywhere near like the Lamy does, and it's considerably lighter. It's not got the quality build, but it's an interesting pen nonetheless. I wanted to do just a little writing sample with this as well. Here's a Rhodia dot pad, a little bit from an old review there, just saving paper. So this is the Kaco Edge metal clip fountain pen. And an extra fine steel nib. Now the line it puts down is sort of, yes, sort of standard extra fine line, but if you hear that, that's really scratchy, and I do mean scratchy. Like, we talk about feedback, something being not scratchy but having feedback. This is scratchy. Like that there. That's basically hacking away at the paper. Just for an example of something with feedback that isn't scratchy, here's the Lamy Studio in the terracotta with the medium. Now this has a bit of feedback on it. If you listen, you can hear the pen on the paper, but it's not scratchy. I think the difference is being able to hear the pen, like writing on the paper, and feeling it sort of catching in the paper, and this catches in the paper, like particularly on those strokes there. Just as an example, here is the Lamy 2000 Lamy Dark Lilac ink. Like, that's a smooth nib, it's a nice wet nib. It is a medium, this is an extra fine, but like even just the wetness, like that Lamy's still wet from the top there. So the Lamy lays down a lot of ink. This lays down a decent amount for an extra fine, but it's just not a pleasant writing experience. In terms of line variation, no, it's a it's a nail really. You can squeeze a tiny bit out there, but it's not pleasant. And reverse writing, yeah, I wouldn't do it. Is possible, of course, but once again, not very pleasant. Anyway, that was the Kaco Edge. Very, very quick initial look at it. Pleasant enough pen to look at and pleasant enough in the hand. Not that pleasant to write on. I might do a bit of work, see if I can get it writing a bit smoother. But very clearly, obviously, inspired by the Lamy 2000. And Lamy 2000 is an iconic, classic pen that is going to be around for decades more after having been around on the market for over 50 years already. This is one of the legends of the fountain pen kingdom. This one, I don't think so. We'll see what happens. Anyway, as I said, it's just for sort of specs, it is a cartridge converter pen. As I said, I've got a cartridge in there that came with it. It's around the 140 millimeter mark, which is the same as the Lamy 2000. Not quite the weight of the Lamy 2000, of course, Lamy 2000 being a piston filler, but it's light in the hand. It feels a little bit sort of back-weighted when you post. It doesn't post overly securely, like it's not going to fall off, but it doesn't like catch on there at all. So yeah, interesting little pen. The Kaco Edge fountain pen, metal clip fountain pen from the Chinese brand Kaco. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications button if you want to stay up to date with the videos that I produce. Please feel free to get in touch using any of the platforms listed below. I am on Instagram at @the_offstage_me. If you're over there, pop by and say g'day. And I'd love to see what you're up to. If you'd like to support the channel, please get in touch to see how that is possible. I'm particularly looking for product sponsorship. So if you have anything you think I should be looking at, let me know. In the meantime, enjoy your pens, enjoy writing, and I'll talk to you later.